The purpose of this video is to review how to use a pallet puller safely. First, you need to inspect the tow strap which accompanies your pallet puller. Specifically, you are looking for any fraying, any breaking in the webbing, or any other flaws which could cause device failure. Be sure to inspect the clasps. Make sure the metal is in good condition, not rusted, the clasps work, open and close, and there are no gouges in the metal. The next piece of equipment you'll need to check is your wheel chock. Inspect your pallet puller as well. Grasp it by the shackle at the top. Be careful of the jaws and the moving arms. Check for any broken teeth. Ensure that the pins are all there at the hinges and that there are no rust or chipped metal pieces anywhere. When grasping it, grasp at the jaw and the shackle or just at the shackle alone. Pallet puller in hand, connect to the center beam of the pallet you wish to move. Give it a little tug to make sure that the jaws and the teeth are engaged. With your tow strap, connect the metal shackle to the metal clasp. Make sure that you are only connecting metal to metal. No webbing to metal, only metal to metal. Once again, make sure that you connect the clasp to the shackle. Do not wrap the webbing around the pallet puller, as when it engages or flexes, it may cut or fray the webbing, which could cause the pallet puller to fail, the webbing to fail, or any type of injury. To connect the pallet puller to the forklift, slip the tow strap around the carriage. The carriage is the solid metal piece on the front of the forklift where the forks are connected. Be careful to avoid hoses, chains, and other mechanisms in the area. Hook the clasp of the tow strap to the webbing. If you encounter an oversized pallet or a sideways pallet like this one, where you cannot access the center beam, do not connect from the pallet slots. The pallet puller is only to be used on the center beam for connection. As you can see on this pallet, there is no center beam. Do not try to clip onto the board of the pallet or the deck of the pallet or an off-center beam, because that will not allow the pallet to be pulled straight. This is an instance where the pallet would have to be manually unloaded. Although this pallet does have a center beam, it does not connect to the pallet puller, unless you cheat, but if it's a loaded pallet, you really can't do that. This pallet has an oversized center beam. The jaws of the pallet puller still allow you to connect to it. It's not quite as big as that plastic one, so this pallet can be safely pulled. This pallet is missing its center beam altogether. In an instance like this where there is damage, you cannot use the pallet puller on it. Double-stacked pallets cannot be pulled. They must be unloaded. Ah yes, my favorite, the wheel chock. Excellent. Just in place where it needs to be. Excellent. When moving to unload the back of a trailer or a truck, clear a path for the pallet to travel along as it is removed. Connect the pallet puller to the center beam of the pallet. Give it a nice little tug to ensure that the teeth and the jaws are fully engaged. Next, you will connect your tow strap to the pallet puller. Make sure that you're only connecting metal to metal. As you work your way out, take any wrinkles or folds out of the tow strap and do your best to keep it off of the deck of the truck or the trailer, especially towards the edge, as there is typically damage there which could cause fraying or even cut the webbing of the strap. Carefully approach the trailer or the back of the truck where the pallet is located. When you are connecting the tow strap to the forklift, be sure to not put yourself in a position where you are between the forks and a fixed object like the back of the truck or a trailer. Reverse slowly so that any slack in the tow strap can be taken up by the load. Avoid jerky, fast, or hard movements. Back up slowly, watching your load and your surroundings. This load will shift and bind a little bit as it is being pulled. That's okay. If you're going fast, this could cause a major problem. If it twists and binds, you might pull the load over, which would create a very dangerous situation for anyone in the area. Once the load is at a point where you can reach it with the forklift, disconnect your tow strap and disconnect the pallet puller from the pallet. Make an effort to keep the strap off of the ground. The cleaner the strap stays, the longer it will remain undamaged. With the pallet puller strap and the pallet puller out of the way, approach the back of the truck or the trailer, retrieve your load, and drop it where it needs to be dropped, and prepare for the next one. In this instance, the pallet is rotated 90 degrees, and we cannot get a connection to the pallet center beam with the pallet puller. So with a pallet jack, I'm just going to pull the pallet to the front of the truck so that it can be removed with the forklift from the ground. There is no need to use a pallet puller in this situation. Hey man, nice job.